Good day to all of you, and this is another session brought to you by the Academy of Entrepreneurship and Innovation and also the Ceylon Innovative Entrepreneurs Club. So today we are going to speak about how we are going to settle a credit card without even knowing that you settle it, and without making it a burden to settle your settlement amount in your credit card. So we know that we are in stress, as well as we keep aside a separate amount to settle the credit card. This is the most traditional way we have seen in settling the credit cards. But have you know that this credit card can be settled even without being knowing by yourself, so without making it a burden to yourself. So this is how we're going to manage. We have spoken earlier about how to take 52 days out of a credit card and what is the minimum payment and how to keep on the credit card without falling into the default category. So today we are going to speak about how we are going to settle the statement value, or to meet either a part of it and to pay the minimum payment by using the credit card in our day-to-day activities. So as you know, we all mostly tend to use there are several modes of transaction methods when you go to purchase goods and services. So one of them is especially cash, and then we have debit and the credit cards, so we have checks and various other modes. Mostly used methods are cash and the cards. So out of that, if you are a credit card holder, we have seen mostly, even though you have a credit card, you use cash or either credit cards. So we know that there are some points that we have to use cards if there is no purchasing machine, but even at some points we are tend to use cash without knowing what's the importance, that instead of you using cash and a debit card, you to use your credit card and to settle your statement values without even letting you know about it. So how we are going to do it? All the credit card holders today try to stop using cash and debit cards. Try to much as possible to use your credit card. So how we are going to use this? The sum you are using, when you use a debit card, the debit goes straight into your account and your cash is being debited to pay for a product or the services you have taken. But when you use a credit card, so credit card is a facility is being given. The credit facility, instead of cash, the credited amount will be debited. The credit facility which has been given would be debited continuously while you purchase through a credit card. So our cash volume or the cash would not be debited, but however the debited amount in a credit card, we have to pay it back. That's another thing. But if you are using this debit card or cash, then we will not be able to get any plus points out of it, because it's that we are using our own cash that we have, and we won't get any value additions for it. But when you're using a credit card, especially, we get a value addition because we are using a credit facility, whereas we would not affect our cash amount we have, and we have to pay it in a future day. So it's actually a value addition for us, because we purchase something today and we pay it in a future date. All right. So if you're a credit card holder, if you're using and have a statement outstanding, try much as possible to use the credit card. All right. Do deposits to your credit card where you use a debit or a cash instead. Make those cash funded to your credit card. Deposit to your credit card and use those funds through your credit card. So what happened means, while you are depositing to your credit card to fulfill your daily requirements, without even knowing, you would have reached or you would have paid your statement value and also the minimum payment. So ultimately at the settlement date, when you look on to, you would have actually paid even a half amount of it. So you don't have a burden that you have to make a credit to get away from default. So while you are doing that, you have to keep in mind there won't be a credit balance, but by doing so, if it automatically covers your statement amount, because there are a lot of requirements that we do, and we mostly go for supermarkets, and all supermarkets and these local boutiques have purchasing machines. So if you are using your credit card to do that, definitely would have covered the statement value out of it. And what is the most advantage is that by covering that, there won't be any extra interest for you, but there won't be any credit balance on the credit card, because we are crediting the credit card. Whatever the funds we are crediting the credit card, we are using it back. But the advantage we have it is, we have covered the minimum payment, so there is no stress or burden that we have to credit the credit card. Another thing is, if you have covered the statement amount, of course we don't have any interest to pay as well. So this way you will be able to manage until you fund an extra cash to settle the credit card and to have extra balance. But until then, managing your credit card not to get interest. So today onwards, try to, if you are a credit card holder, if you have used the credit card, and if there is a outstanding, try to use your credit card in your day-to-day activities. Don't use your debit or cash. Try to use in pumping petrol, try to use in supermarkets, purchasing goods and services as much as possible. Credit whatever the funds you were using previously to purchase goods and services to your credit card, and use that through your credit card. So this way, settle your statement value without even knowing, and this would help to manage the credit card until you get some extra funds. This would help also you to cover the minimum payment as well, and reduce whatever the interest in being incurred on the capital outstanding. Because if you cover the statement value, it would definitely there won't be any interest. So I hope this session would have brought you another tip how to manage the credit card, and we warmly welcome to join the Ceylon Innovative Entrepreneurs Club, and we'll reveal back our Sri Lanka. So see you in another video. Okay.